Alright, I'm back. So I'm going to be taking this whole oil pump assembly off. So there's just a bunch of these bolts. Got this guy right here. This is the only non 10mm bolt. I actually already cracked that loose last night. That's a 14mm triple square. So you just want to crack those loose from the outside in. Maybe do this side, those two on the end, then jump over here, do these two on the end, and just work your way in. This assembly will start dripping a lot more oil when you're taking these bolts out, so it's just something to be aware of as well. What the hell? Big piece of metal just fell out of this. Did I tell you I found bits of plastic in my oil pan yesterday? That shouldn't be in there either. Ridiculous. I don't know what is going on. Kidding me? My thrust bearing is just chilling right here. Yo, this is such a f***ing joke. This is such a joke. I cannot believe this. The shit that I'm finding is absolutely insane. There's no reason that should be like that at all. Nothing I did would affect that whatsoever. That is the thrust bearing. It was just chilling right on here. And I bet you that's what that broken metal piece was. Where is it? Got bent over and then smashed a bunch of times. Alright, so here's what I found. The thrust washer is just sitting here. This other piece that fell out as I was about to lower the balance shaft assembly or the oil pump assembly appears to be the other thrust washer, because as you can see it kind of looks like it has that same end on it right there. See, it's kind of like tapered like that one. It's bent over, so you may ask, where's the rest of it? Well, the rest of it I just found by pulling this guy off. Actually, you can see it without doing that. It's right in there. You can see it right there. And you can see all this evidence right here of something mashing around on there, so that must just be that other thrust washer. It was just in here, probably getting hit by the crank, I would assume, and you know, just smashing in here. That's why I have all that oil, all those metal shavings and metal bits in my oil pan. And that also explains why I have all that broken plastic, because this black piece got broken apart a bit. I thought I saw it. I gotta find exactly where it was that I saw it, but I think over here I saw some of it. Here, let me try to get that piece out. Let's try to turn this guy upside down for a second. Because I found more right here, more black plastic pieces. There's a piece right here, nice big piece. And there's another little piece right here. Okay, so there's the rest of that thrust bearing, thrust washer. I think. I don't know what else it would be. So as you can see, it's bent over. If it wasn't bent over, it would be roughly that long. And then it would extend out a little bit more. So let's see if that makes sense. Yeah, maybe. Seems like it's still kind of short. I don't see broken plastic coming off of this piece actually. I don't see anything that broke off. I don't know, there must have been, this piece must have broken off somewhere because I don't see anywhere else that there'd be that much black plastic. I'll take a look again underneath in the block. Take a look up there, see if I can see anything else. So, you know, obviously that's completely unacceptable. That should not happen. Nothing I did should possibly let that come out like that. I've driven the car 200 miles and I haven't touched the bottom end. So it doesn't matter what you do, you could money shift this thing 10 times, that shouldn't happen. So the shop's got to make this right in some way. It's a Sunday right now, so I'm gonna hold off from contacting the shop owner until tomorrow. I honestly do not want them working on my car anymore, so having them redo the motor isn't really an option that I want. I would rather just get my money back. The other thing I want to check is I want to see if I have video of what the cylinder walls look like when I first got the motor, because I want to see if it had all that vertical wear on it at the time. I'm not sure if it did. Worn out thrust bearings can completely destroy your motor. There's another guy who documents his build very well, Jedediah. He had thrust bearing failure and he needed a whole new motor. His whole engine was destroyed. So, I mean, mine literally came out. So for all I know, there could be a lot more damage in that bottom end. I'm not really sure, but I also don't really want to move forward with taking it apart further until I contact the shop and I figure out what they're going to do about it. Alright, so as always, it's easier to take video in these tight little dark spots on my phone. So here we got cylinder number 1. You can see the piston looks nice and clean on the bottom. Here's number 2. Looks nice and clean. Then we move to number 3, and this is right near where the thrust bearings are. There's a lot of damage on the bottom side of that piston. You can see it actually goes all the way over there. So that must be from the piston coming down and hitting the thrust bearing. So that's pretty crazy. We got main cap number 1 right here. They're labeled 1, 2, 3, 4. So number 3 is between pistons 2 and 3. This is where the thrust washers should be. They should be on either side of this main cap right here. So there should be one in between the crank right here and the block, since the main cap bolts up to the block. And then there should be one on the other side, again between the crank and the block. So there, you might be able to see a little bit better right there. So it should be on the top side of the crank. So, you know, we're looking at the bottom side. Should be on the top side of the crank, right between, you know, the block and the crank, on both sides. One washer on each side. It goes like that on the top side of the crank. There's a nice size gap between, you know, on this side. But on this side it looks like the crank and the block are actually touching, which is really not good, which is most likely damaging my crank and block, and they could very well be screwed already. And that could also be contributing to a lot of the metal shavings that I'm finding in the oil pan. Crank may need to come out, block may be screwed, crank may be screwed. It's not looking good, but I'm just going to stay calm for now. I'll talk to the shop tomorrow, see what they have to say, see what kind of resolution we can find, if any. Yeah, it's not looking good. This whole build, it's really mind-blowing. It's really mind-blowing how much bad luck you can really have, but it is what it is. You know, they were a very high reputation shop, and their reputation failed me. I don't know what the hell this is up here. Let's see if I can poke that out of the, what's that thing called? I can't remember what this thing is called. Timing, it's for your crank sensor, so you know your engine speed. Let's grab a little screwdriver, see if it comes out. It almost looks like it's plastic, but there's no way it is. There's no way. It's probably just the sealant, like right here, that the oil pan is sealed with. What the hell? It is plastic. You heard that? Dude. Why is there plastic up in there? I still don't know. I still haven't been able to find where that plastic broke off of. I have no idea, because I really cannot find plastic anywhere. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. You guys see that? This plastic piece up, way up in there. What is that? Is that supposed to be there? Whoa. I don't know if my camera's picking this up. I'm gonna record with my phone real quick. So look at this. Up here, this is right at number 3, so you can see all that wear right there. Look at this. See that plastic piece up in there? That is definitely what broke. Because there's no way that I could have metal pieces up in there. Yeah, there's no way I can get plastic pieces up in here unless it came from all the way up there. Plus, I haven't been able to even find any broken plastic anywhere inside the bottom end. But yeah, I don't know what that is. That must be what it is. I don't know if that's even supposed to be up there. I don't know what it is. Let's try to poke it. If it moves, then there's no way it's, nope, it's moving. There's no way it's supposed to be up there. I'm about to get hit in the face with this when it falls out. Dude, what is this? Yeah, I feel like I'm on like a hidden game show right now. Is that even part of this? Possibly? It's black. Dude, this doesn't look familiar at all. Not even a little bit. I really don't think it came off this. What the heck? It does look like it's broken. Dude, what the hell? Alright guys, well, I've had enough of the bullshit. I'm going to get something to eat, try to get this video edited, get this thing out to you guys for tomorrow morning. Here's one final look at the cylinder walls. So basically with the thrust washers being gone, the piston can move left or right a lot, which would make sense why those lines, those vertical lines, go so far left and right. And you won't be able to see 2 and 3 unless I spin the crank. But they look about the same as 1 and 4. I'm gonna call it a night right here. Try to get this video edited. I'm very over this motor. I have much bigger things ahead for this car. Can't give up on it right now, even though this is really discouraging. I just gotta keep rolling with the punches, and hopefully I'll have a game plan pretty soon. I think now would be a good time to start reaching out for more help. Maybe start reaching out for potentially getting sponsorships or something. Since I'm willing to make videos and been working to promote companies, I'm hoping that companies are willing to help me get this thing back on the road. Also, a couple of you have suggested setting up a Patreon. It's not really in me to accept money for free, but if I can arrange something where I basically do something for you in exchange for a donation, then maybe that's something I'll consider doing. Maybe some merch, or maybe fabricating something for you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully I'll have a big update for you on Wednesday. If not, then it'll just be a RSX video. As always, thank you for watching guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.